Well, I was up before 7 and I am getting out before 8. This might be one of my favorite campsites so far. Might not have been as nice if it had tents in all the spots there could be tents, but it was quiet. Whenever I got up last night, I just went to the bathroom, ate some potatoes, and drank some water. I was able to get back to sleep fairly quick. Didn't mention it yesterday. Realized I'm going to need to fix the mustache before I go to town. That I had talked to a weekender who had talked about hiking this section of the PCT and camping here. And kind of had me thinking already, like maybe a short day wouldn't be so bad if that meant that I got to end and start my day with spring water instead of pond water. Now I'm going to go down to the spring and I'm going to fill up all 4 bottles because it's a long water carry, like all day. In 5 miles, there's a pond, and then nothing until I get across Santiam Pass. So I'm going to carry spring water instead of pond water. Thermometer reads 50 degrees. And yeah, the 4 bottles of water are heavy, but my food bag is super light. So I figure they balance each other out. Whenever I get onto the lava rocks, we'll see how I feel about that coming from that way. Heading that way. Coming from that way. Heading that way. I've been hiking on soft sand and then abruptly lava flow. I'm going to be going up there. Coming up from that way. And it's not very long, but a fairly steep section right here. Heading that way. I'm having trouble seeing my screen, so I hope you can see it on yours. I'm coming from up there. In that way, it's just a pretty day, especially whenever I'm not on rocks and I'm walking on this sand. Coming from that way. Coming from over there. Going over there. So this is where I originally planned to make it to yesterday. It's been an hour and a half since I left camp. And that's what I was talking about. It doesn't look like they wanted us to camp here anyway. But there's water over here. I've still got 4 bottles from the spring this morning. Not a bad looking pond. Doesn't look terribly deep. Water does look pretty clear. But how many people do you think have taken a dip in there? That might be a little bit deeper than I had thought. Coming from that way. Heading up that way. Coming from that way. It looks like I might hit a couple of burned areas. Heading that way. I have passed a whole bunch of day hikers. Came from this way. And I think I'm going to be walking on lava rocks for a while. After a couple miles, I'll get to start going up a steep uphill too. Coming from that way. Yeah, the rocks are slowing me down a little bit. Going that way. Coming from over there. And going over there. This is Santiam Pass. I don't remember the highway number anyway. It's possible to get to Bend from here, or Sisters, but it's a really hard hitch. A little bit tempted, or I was a little bit tempted to try it anyway. These rocks aren't comfortable. From that way. It's 11:30 and I've got 8 miles done, so that's all right. I'm gonna do like 900 foot of uphill in 2 miles. I get a little break from the rocks. I don't think it's gonna last very long. Going that way. Enjoying the break. Came from there and going up there. I think it's prettier up there. I want to go up there. that goes maybe 4 foot in there, and I'm pretty sure I could get in there. I just don't think I could get back out. Here pretty quick, I'm gonna start going downhill. Coming from that way. After that 2-mile uphill and before a 2-mile downhill, have like a half mile to a mile of fairly flat with dirt. I'm gonna find a spot to sit down and drink some water. Going down that way. Coming down from that way. Got a little spot out of the wind. Got a little over 10 miles to where I wanted to make camp, and it's 2 o'clock. But I think I should be on dirt. I think I'm done with the rocks. Got another 2 miles of uphill, but I don't think it's going to be as steep. Yeah. Coming up from over there. It's still really windy and it's still burnt up. And I'm still going uphill. Going up that way. Coming from that way, finally into some live trees. Going up that way, coming from that way, and I'm going that way. It's about 4 o'clock. I'm about 6 miles from where I want to make camp, and I'm starting to hear thunder off in the distance. It's 4:30. Coming from this way, in a little bit of a hurry. Thunder seems to be getting more frequent, and I'm in another burned area. Going that way. Sky's getting a little bit dark. Poncho's at the top of the pack. I'm ready. 5 o'clock and I'm not rained on yet. There's that mountain. About 3 miles from where I want to make camp. And I'm still in a burned area. Well, it's just before 6. Rain hasn't gotten real bad yet. Gonna find me a flat spot to camp. Some people have set up right on the shore. It doesn't look like a good thing to do. Might go look over there. Well, it's not raining hard yet. I think this is going to be me. I've had better campsites. There's a nice one over there. and there's one fella in it. And I could have squeezed in next to him, but why make him have to deal with that? And why do I want to deal with that? Those spots over by the shore are right over here. Anyway, let me put up my tent, get some water, make some dinner, get some sleep.